Hello StarCraft fans, this is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between Jason and Polt on Orbital Shipyard. In the bottom left of the map we have the red Terran player representing the nation of Canada and Cosmic Cloud Militia. It is Jason. And in the top side we have the blue Terran player representing CM Storm. It is Korea's Polt. So a TVT on Orbital Shipyard. Again, this is part of our weekly goal to get one TVT, one PvP, and one ZVZ every single week. The rest of them will be matchup differences because mirror matchups are not super popular, but I do want to cast them because I know a lot of you are Terran players who play against other Terrans. You want to see how it's done. So who better to see how it's done from than from Polt? I mean, Polt, one of the most popular Terran players on Earth. When I was casting with Gauntlet a couple months ago, the Twitch was like, where is Polt? We want to see Polt. They were so excited for Polt, even though Polt wasn't coming up for like another hour or so. They stuck around, man. They were desperate for more and more Polt. Polt streams quite a bit as well. You can find him on Twitch. Can't remember exactly what his handle is, but he's pretty good that way. I've tried to get replays from him, but for whatever reason, he's not responding to my requests. And all I can do is get stuff from tournaments, which is what this is from. Or it could be a ladder game. I actually don't know. I believe I got it from lotv.spawningtool.com. Which is a really good resource for those of you out there looking for replays of StarCraft 2 in the latest patch. lotv.spawningtool.com has pro replays, has other replays, fun stuff as well. You can check them out, see what tournaments they're from, sort them by particular players, and in the end, be very, very happy indeed. So checking for a command center, there's not one. Oh, Jason's going to try to block it. Here we go. SCV on SCV micro. Zap, zap, zap. Look at how we're going to do. Oh, there's the block. Nice job by Jason. Taking too many shots, though. And finally, Polt does get that orbital command down. Or rather, just a regular old command center. It is a little bit delayed, though. Jason gets his up first because the SCV was able to be so darn annoying and escape with its life. So Jason is able to poke the nose of the bear there a little bit and escape without losing much of anything at all. Although the Reaper gonna find it. It does. The Reaper finds the SCV, hunts it down, says, you will not embarrass Polt. I will prove to you who is the best by throwing down KD8 charges and trying to kill Reaper. So Reaper on Reaper battles here. Both players, again, pretty much identical. Although a factory here for Polt, whereas Jason is not doing any such thing. There it is. Just a little bit late. Again, the timings. Timings are just different, man. When you're on a level of somebody like Polt, things can be a little bit different playing against other professional level players. So two Reapers heading out here. Polt has a what the what? Is that wrong? Yeah, Jason has two Reapers. Polt has one. I don't know what I was seeing there. So 2 versus 1 here might be able to do a little bit of work. They can't get through. They need to go up if they're going to try to hop in. I mean, KD8 charges are great, I guess. KD8 charge marking the Marines back, or the Reapers back here. 2 Marines in production. And they're not going to be here for quite a while. Does get the knockback on one of those Reapers. They decide to back on out. And the Marines get knocked back way behind their own supply depot. This one's actually burning. It's actually burning down. Wow, Jason managed to do enough damage here to force an SCV off the line to repair this guy. So annoying. I bet Polt hates that one. Hellions on the way for Polt. Both workers... Oop, production tab, sorry about that. Polt is getting a starport. Jason doing the same thing. His is almost up, not quite there yet. As there it is. And Cyclone production. Oh, so Jason going for the Cyclone. Meanwhile, Polt's going for a more traditional tank and a Viking type composition. So tanks, Vikings, medevacs, I think is what we're going to see from Polt. Jason might try something a little bit more different here today, which again, I am a fan of. I'm a fan of differenceness. Marines, I think they might be worried about more Reapers jumping on up on this area, but they might be right. So here come the Hellions. This guy's going to die. Hey, Reaper, you ready to die? Reaction time on Jason in 3, 2, 1. Nope, no reaction time at all. Meanwhile, there is a Reaper for Polt running around trying to kill more workers down here. The Cyclone going to take care of him, no problem. Bam. KD8 charge knocks some of the workers back, but they don't take too much damage. And yes, did the other Reaper die? I forget, I can't do that on this interface. Yeah, I think it did. Units tab shows me that neither player has any Reapers. So yes, all the Reapers have died for both of these guys. It's 54 to 60 total supply here in favor of Polt. Looking good that way. Viking out on the field, taking his third base. Third command center is up on orbital command, but on the high ground for Jason. Probably should be landing that sometime soon. Here comes a Viking, ready for more mischief. Here comes some drop tanks with another medevac full of Marines. Wow, going to try to kill a lot of stuff here for Jason. Can Jason handle it? He has Marines patrolling, and a Cyclone patrolling, and a Viking patrolling, knowing exactly what Polt is going to try to do. He says, he's going to try to drop inside my natural base. I will be as ready as I possibly can for this. Production tab for Jason is showing additional Marines and stim. And is he going to land that command center? He is not anytime yet. So here comes the Viking. Viking versus Viking. First shot usually wins. Simultaneous shots. Interesting. And moving on in. No, there's a Cyclone ready and bouncing back and forth. Luck on ability. Almost taking down that there Viking. Can't quite do it though. And look at this. Polt forced to retreat with his medevacs, doing no damage whatsoever to Jason. And Viking wins the battle of Viking versus Viking. It's like spy versus spy, except with flying stuff instead of dudes wearing black and white hats. However, the problem is that Jason does not have a third yet. I don't think that's a good thing for him. As the medevacs come on in again to see what they can see, saying, why isn't there a third base? What is happening here? Jason up to 85 to 80. Total supply, Marines and Vikings again, knowing exactly where Polt is trying to go, and once again forced to retreat is Polt. He does land on the low ground. I'm not sure to what end. Maybe he's thinking an orbital command was here, but there's not. Yeah, I think he's basically saying there should be a third base somewhere from Jason, and there's not, and so I'm kind of confused. He has a Hellion there. He's flying back here. Again, he has Marines ready to shut down any attempt to land an orbital command in that location. But what is Jason trying to do? He's getting tanks of his own. There it is. Now he's going to land the orbital command on that low ground. He does have some tanks to provide cover. Marines to provide cover. These guys patrolling back and forth. Viking patrolling as well. And Polt sending Marines out to every corner of the map, trying to see, is there a ninja base? Is there a ninja? The Marines do take down that. Hellion does not retreat in time. Production tab getting pretty long here for Polt. He is getting a sensor tower. He's getting an armory, a factory, a bunch of supply depots, combat shield, weapons level 1, armor level 1 for his infantry. Yeah, Marine versus Marine here. And 0, 0, 0, 0, but Polt started out with more energy, so he wins that one. Just patrolling around. He's like, okay, there's not a ninja. Now he's taking his third, but again, it was so late. Polt has to feel good about that, though. He says, all right, I got my third up earlier. I am up 118 to 117 total supply. Income tab right now, 62 to 63 harvesters. Jason is technically up on that one. Another Marine versus Marine, and Polt wins that one as well. Small group of Marines running on out. They don't have upgrades quite yet, but it's just about there. Just about there. Sensor towers for Jason. One sensor tower for Polt. And both players just kind of hanging back, doing these little tiny Marine skirmishes. Jason wins a 2-on-1 battle there. This guy is lucky not to get hit by these dudes. And he was waiting for his friends to show up. Stimming forward here is Polt, saying, where did those Marines go? I do not know at all. Marine scouting, apparently the new thing in Terran versus Terran. Passing in the night, not quite able to see each other. Another one of Polt's Marines die. Jason just kind of running around with small groups of Marines, but getting caught from behind. Oh no! 1, 2, and 3. All 3 of them get exploded by their fellow Marines. +1/+1 on those guys. And Jason does have +1 attack on his. +1 armor on the way, but not quite there yet. About 20% completed. Getting vehicle weapons level 1 for them. Their tanks. And, you know, Hellbats and Hellions and other things he wants to do that are considered vehicles. Marines still sitting back here. I'm surprised Polt hasn't made better use of these. Another attack here from Jason. Another attack here from Polt. A lot of Marines have died so far. Dang it, I can't tell. I need my old interface back so bad. So bad. Big Marine tank push, though, for Polt. 165 to 157 total supply in favor, killing small groups. Tanks getting shots off, though. Nicely done, tanks. And now we turn into a slow push from Polt. He can't just walk down here anymore because there are tanks involved. He needs to use his medevacs to spot. If you can see with your tanks, you can shoot farther than if they're just using their own natural sight. That's been a thing since Brood War. And honestly, vanilla StarCraft back in 1997. And something that has endured today. Stimming forward is Jason, just going for it. Tanks on the attack. Getting a bunch of splash damage off and forcing Polt back once again. Excellent, excellent flank attack there from Jason. Recognizing that Polt was walking this way, came and hit him from the side. Got a couple splash damage units off, or hits off, and now look, the medevacs are forced to use their energy. Not super low on energy, but again, as little energy as there can be. It's going to be good for Jason. This Marine has 2 kills and 1 hit point. He is a brave Marine. A brave, brave soul. in Polt's army. Flying tank versus Marine. If you play TVT, you've seen this before. Stimming forward here is Jason going for it, man. A lot of Marines on the high ground tanks, though. That's causing the problem for Jason. Did not count on that. I'm not sure he knew those were there. Vikings going to chase him down, though. Oh, nope, there's a boost available. Is there a boost available? No. Oh, now there is. Okay, the Vikings could have chased him down. Instead, they just kind of shoo them away. Fourth base now on the way for Polt. And production tab for Polt looking pretty darn good. Vikings, tanks, Marines, +2 vehicle weapons, a planetary fortress, and another command center. Where the heck is that PF? Oh, making that one a planetary. Okay. All right, and another orbital command here. Okay, coming up the ramp, though, here is Jason. Marines, tanks, a lot of body parts splashing here. The tanks actually getting taken down fairly easily, but another reinforcing group from Polt shooing these Marines back. The tanks on the low ground pretty pleased with themselves. 5, 8, and 4 kills each there. Another small group of Marines getting caught back, and Jason decides to retreat. He had a pretty good siege position, I thought, there on Polt, but inside decides to get the heck on out of there. Another Marine end up falling. I think that planetary took it down. Getting rid of this debris for easier access to his fourth base, and it's 4 bases to 4 bases right now. Income tab shows 73 to 66 harvesters. Jason's actually up on this count, which is pretty darn impressive, if I say so myself. And you know what? I do. SCVs are transferring on over. They don't know this path is open, so they're taking the long way. Sad news for them. I feel like army supply 108 to 102. Jason's a little bit bigger, but not that much bigger. And Polt's control can definitely make up for any discrepancies in that size. Tanks on the high ground, and bam! A tank on the low ground gets exploded immediately. Marines running on in, just burning through, killing that tank, killing that sensor tower. Planetary Fortress is the only thing that can hold here. Some Marines and some tanks involved. Coming forward now, Jason actually locking down this base for Polt. Whoa! All right, so who's going to win this one? Who's going to take the fourth base down first? SCVs repairing Planetary Fortresses desperately as fast as they can. The Marines want nothing to do with that PF. A lot of tanks here, though, killing SCVs. Oh, no, this is not good at all. More Marines coming to respond here from Polt. This planetary darn near still alive. The tank trying to find a position to be in. It's a stalemate. And there it is, going for it here is Polt, but Marines for Jason coming in as well. Planetary trying to splash these guys down. All the tanks are gone except for that one that did get picked up by Polt. Kept him alive just at the last second here. The tank's still trying to burn this thing down. Polt's actually not that high on money. He's spending a lot of money on repair here. Not as much anymore, though, because the SCVs are dying. There are 3 available. And the planetary, I think, is going to fall. Marines coming in for Polt as well, just losing all of them instead. The planetary is still alive. Tanks splashing on in, though. Can he save it? Can Jason save his planetary? Yes. And Polt explodes at the last second. Whoa, 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 whoa. Jason picking up his siege tanks, running for his life, saying, all right, I took down that base. I kept my own. Who knows how? Jason's up 171 to 123 total supply. This base is up for Polt, though. If Jason can take care of that, he'll be in such a strong position. Polt's finishing +3/+3 on his Marines, making them that much more dangerous. Jason has +2/+2 of his own. And I don't think Jason can afford to be complacent here. I mean, yes, you did kill this base. You did save your own somehow, some way. Resources lost tab. 13 workers killed, 8 workers killed. Jason killing more workers than he has lost, which is always a good thing in StarCraft 2. Marine coming on up to check to see if this is a base, and it is. It definitely is. It's almost a PF, not quite there yet. Marine trying to kill an SCV, and not going to do it. Coming forward, though, is Jason getting the high ground against Polt. His tanks can splash low ground and this planetary fortress at the same time. Is Polt just going for it? He's just bypassing this. He's bypassing Jason's army, recognizing the positioning is superior. So many Marines, though. This repair, not enough. Planetary Fortress ends up falling immediately. Polt rolling in here, killing a ton of reinforcing Marines and tanks. Jason losing everything. The question is, does Jason want to come back home, or does he want to try to do a base race? The answer is, he's base racing. A base race is on. Trying to land an orbital command up here for Jason to keep that income coming. This one, Durner still alive as well. Tanks dropping into the main base, though, of Jason. Marines just indiscriminately killing stuff now. Getting rid of factories, getting rid of refineries and planetary fortresses. And orbital commands. Can he hold? Can Polt hold this? Yes! Oh, Polt holds the attack from Jason, and that's it. A good game. Well played from Jason. Jason's defeated. Polt is victorious, and Jason has left the game. Oh, wow. Jason almost had it. The Canadian almost had this game. He killed this base. He killed this base, but he wasn't able. I think the decision... Yeah, it's so hard because Polt already had another 4th base up and running. Losing this one wasn't a huge deal necessarily. I'm not sure coming back home and dealing with high ground tanks would have been very easy either, but attacking into this did not go well either. So Jason, I think, was just kind of stuck in an impossible position, did what he was supposed to do, and did what he wanted to do, which is go out swinging, and he did. But Polt is our victor today, as is not maybe a huge surprise, but dang, Jason gave him a good fight. So that's it for me. This has been Falcon Paladin with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook, both at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thanks for watching, and you take care of yourself.